Hi everyone, it's the 17th of April. We have some sideways action. Yesterday, this on the ES, the blue internal resistance rail is still holding. It didn't go all the way to the red broken support. That's what I thought maybe it will do, but then of course there is these blue internal resistance zone that it couldn't go through. And we have this golden sideways channel now. I think if it can be broken to the upside, we'll see at least a backtest on the red broken support, which would be around 5,135, 37 or something. And if it reverses, then we come back down, obviously. Okay, and that may turn into a very strong resistance, really. So that would be a very big decision factor here. So if it gets there, starts to reverse again, and then maybe come down all the way to the blue bottom band, that's one option. But there are other considerations which I will talk in a minute on the other charts. So the other charts may be turning a bit more bullish than ES. So we have to watch out for those kinds of possibilities. Same on the SPX. So you can see here this small red sideways. It's the other one in the golden. Look, this is a small one, and this red broken bull flag to the downside, failed bull flag. So I'm gonna put this in, let's say, blue color, okay? So just like the other one. And we have this sideways action. If we break it to the upside, then we will backtest the red. And yesterday, this green resistance, I think my level was 70, 75. Well, it got there, reversed, got there, reversed. So 70, 75 area wasn't broken. So it came down, made new marginal lows. But if this blue top band breaks, maybe we will see it either reverse from the red or we penetrate back in and move basically again. It's very, very I can't say it for good. Like if that red top band, red bottom band holds, we will come down. But if it gets penetrated, I think there's going to be more upside. On Dow Jones, that blue bottom band, uh, even though with the damage, it holds, and the golden bottom band is holding. We can see here, and the red channel, that inside channel, which is inside the golden bull flag, is being broken as I'm recording this. So it's trying to break that red top band. Obviously, today is important. What's going to happen? And if we get to the golden top band, there should be more downside, at least a reversal there, and then maybe a rally. On the cash, Dow Jones is the same, the exact same. The blue support is the green one here, and the red inside the golden, very similar chart. I mean, almost the same, right? The golden bull flag inside, and there is this red one inside. So if we break it, then the golden top band will be the next resistance to overcome. NASDAQ didn't come all the way to the blue, and there may be a reversal to bring it, but it has to do it very quickly today. I mean, today or tomorrow. It really has to do it today to come down to that blue plus green. And if this double support holds, we see a crash today, then a bottom out right at that blue plus green, major double support. It would be a major double support, in my opinion. Then we will see a big push all the way to 19, because this green one is a potential major support, which would be around 17,610, 620 on the futures. Okay, and the Nasdaq cash, the green bottom band is way down, so that's all. It's a very speculative support there. Um, and the blue one hasn't been tested. The green one kind of it wasn't really a channel, so we can remove this one. And the black top band, if it holds, we reverse and it comes down I mean, to break it down and come all the way to below 17,500, maybe to touch that blue bottom band and then rally. Russell and that blue bottom band on the cash would be around 17,475, 480. Russell. So this is interesting. This is what I meant. Okay, I showed you yesterday that the golden bottom band is a potential support, and I think I even gave 1975, 1967, sorry, 1967, 65, and that's exactly where it bounced, right there. Okay, that golden bottom band held, and it's already up maybe 30 points. Yeah, it touched already 2000. And moreover, it broke that blue steep resistance, but it hasn't really broken back into the red failed bull flag. Okay, so this is not bullish yet, but as long as this golden bottom band is holding and the green support or potential support is holding, there is hope for the bullish case. But for that, it really has to break back into the red and then show us some more strength so that we can say, okay, now small caps are coming back. FTSE is off the black support. It really has to get to that red top band and break it at the fourth touch. So first, second, third, the fourth one may break it, and that would be a major break for FTSE, and FTSE would open the way for 9,000. So I would be a buyer of FTSE for a long time. I haven't touched it, but FTSE will become a long if it breaks this red major resistance. That is a one big major resistance. I don't think it's going to happen. before more at least before some more downside, but it is what it is. If it does break anything to break it, then yes, long. This is DAX. It didn't come all the way to that blue bottom band. It tested that golden bottom band. You can see it tried to even break it. That red support held. So, and it's slightly positive today. But clearly, I would love to see a touch on that red plus blue and a bounce to rally. That would be a major bottom out. And the level for red plus blue would be around 17,630 or so. This is cash CFD on DAX. TLT is now at the golden bottom band and it's trying to bounce. So this here is one major bull flag formation. This is exactly what I meant. If we see a bottom out here, then we rally and bonds will bottom out again. Very critical day today, and it's slightly positive. On the 10-year note, look, that bottom band is holding, that blue bottom band. So it's both of them are right at its respective bottom band of the bull flags. So I would love to see, I mean, it would be a very nice bottom out if ZN, the 10-year note, starts to rally. Oil has to break. I mean, it's a very, very annoying action so far. And the reason is obvious. It's very choppy, this one. The green bottom band, is it breaking? This is a fakey. This here is odd. And we have this black resistance. So obviously, if it bounces here, I may even argue now that this here is also kind of a double-decker support then. Something like this, right? So is it going to bounce and then rally? That also is in the books. Brent oil has broken. So to me, this looks more bearish because the Brent oil has broken the green and it's trying to break this golden support. It tried here and it's trying again. So the green one is broken. The golden one is being forced, is being tried. And the target would be this here. Okay, so I'm going to put it in purple. All right. So if the golden one breaks, then the next potential support is going to be at that purple support rail this here and that, because this is where it started, right? This could become the next potential support before it rallies. So I would watch out for that kind of support, even to buy it there if it gets to that level. Natgas is now coming. This is the continuous chart, and it's not really a bear flag, the one touch on the top, but this could become a next support. But more importantly, May contract. So it bounced off the red support, back tested the black broken bear flag here with a damage. Then it came down hard, right? This is quite technical. Now, if this red support breaks, I think it's going to slide. So natgas has more downside because that this red descending resistance support is about to be broken. Oil is inside this golden uptrend, and so far it hasn't really made a move to break it. So I tend to think we're still going to climb all the way to 2,500. Silver is also positive, even though we pulled back a little bit. I think the critical level on the spot chart is still going to be around 30. Yeah, it came all the way to 29.80, and maybe we're going to see another push all the way to 30, pull back, maybe that red bottom band. If it does eventually hold, then it's going to push even further. Platinum was a little bit, yeah, this is not really nice action. And the reason is very clear. The green channel was broken, but it doesn't uh, recognize it as a support. And moreover, this red bottom band yesterday was broken. So, or today, it was broken. I mentioned about this blue top band on Twitter for the futures members. I said if it breaks the blue resistance, then we rally while it stays inside the red, but it didn't. So the red channel has been broken to the downside now. It's hard to say what it's trying to do right now. I want to stay positive for platinum, considering that oil, gold, and silver are still very positive. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky here. And one of the members asked me about the um, linear chart. So this is logarithmic, always logarithmic, but linear chart shows me that this green top band, look, this green top band hasn't been broken yet. So sometimes it pays off to have also a look on the linear chart, as in this example. So the green top band didn't really break. So I guess the next high will break it then. So, but I'm still going to keep the log chart, okay? Logarithmic scale. Yeah, let's see. All right, copper is back testing, still inside the red. I believe it's inside the red uptrend. So if it comes down once, at least at some point, then if the red bottom band holds, we rally to new highs, at least all the way to 450. That will be a nice level to buy into copper. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I made a uranium miners video. So just watch it. I sent on Twitter and I sent an email link. So don't miss it. The uranium miners update. All right, now let's look at euro. Euro had bounced off the golden support. It just cleared this kind of a sideways or like this interim resistance trying. The black top band is potential resistance. If it gets there, we still see a reversal. So euro is not out of the ditch yet. And ultimately, maybe it really wants to come down to that green bottom band and then rally. Pound sterling is the same. It will probably backtest this broken resistance or support zone. I doubt it can go beyond 125.50. Around 125, 125.50, there's going to be a strong resistance. US dollar, Japanese yen has been astonishingly strong, obviously, since the break of that red resistance. It's gone up from 152 to 154, 260 pips, and it broke that blue resistance. It's inside the green uptrend. Unless the green uptrend breaks, there's going to be more upside. It's now trying to break this short-term resistance. Yeah, I mentioned since the break of that purple resistance and backtest, I've been calling for 155, and we're almost there. DXY had broken the blue top band, which is why I think there's going to be a bit more upside all the way to that golden top band. And we already erased this spike. You can see here there was a big spike down. We already took that back. Maybe there is a gap here and it wants to fill that gap. Look, I'm going to put the gap on there. Yeah, there is a gap right there at 106.49. So that's a minimum target. But I think that golden top band will be the next major resistance, and it starts to come down, and that's where I think euro will start to rally, probably touching that green bottom band and then rally. So that may signal, we may get a signal from both DXY and euro for some US dollar weakness. Aussie dollar, I mentioned yesterday about that green bottom band. That we may see a bounce, and that's exactly, initially it bounced here, slightly down move, but I don't know what if I gave the level 64, but you can see here that green bottom band held perfectly. I mean, this is it was a potential support, now it is a real support. And it cleared this blue red veg, so maybe Aussie is going to start to gain back this CPI spike down. So I think Aussie is going to start climbing all the way to 66 from 64.20. That looks very, very positive, I think, for Aussie dollar. And Kiwi touched that green bottom band, even though it's kind of damaged. The red bottom band held, okay, also slightly damaged, but it's kind of like this double support that managed to hold. And do we have this here? That's also the problem. Look here. Right, this here, that spike up has been erased. Okay, so this spike up, right, you can see here, it's already gone. That's why we had a bounce. That's why it didn't really pushed it all the way down, trying to break these double supports. Now it's ready to move up again, right? So I think Kiwi is looking very positive here, right? And we may have just one more hurdle, maybe one more down move, just to be sure. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the golden color. So it touches the golden internal, goes to the golden top band, pull back down, and then a break to the upside. So this golden channel may form first, and then a break up will be a buy signal for my money, really. Okay, agriculture's coffee is now breaking that red top band. Wow, look at that. Coffee has broken an uptrend to the upside. Okay. Wheat is off the blue support. Now it wants to test that purple top band, maybe pull back one more time. And I'm hoping that this blue support is not going to be broken. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the blue top bottom and 2 touches on the top. Very disappointing so far because it really couldn't break that green major resistance. It tried, stopped by the by the blue top band. Now we'll see whether it can break the purple, green, anything beyond 585 is going to open the way for a mega rally for wheat. Soybeans, wow, look at that. Soybeans indeed touched that red bottom band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on that red bottom band. And it's now trying to bounce. And it came all the way to 1146 now. It touched 42. So as long as this red channel is holding and there is there is a move to the top band and breakout, there is hope for soybeans. And it really tested that green bottom band one more time. This was this fakey to the downside. You can see it touched that green bottom band one more time. Agriculturals have been quite tricky to the upside, but ultimately we still have to wait, really, because they are all depressed, really depressed values on on agricultural prices. And you know what comes after that. So the blue bottom band may get tested by corn before it rallies to break out. And the level for that would be 426, 426.50 if it wants to revisit. Cocoa, no real pullback, so it's still climbing. Sugar is very bearish. Since the break of this blue internal support and the golden, I had mentioned about the blue bottom band a few times as the ultimate target. And in fact, it is now doing it. And its obvious target is at below 18, maybe 1780. And sugar May contract is also, obviously, it's coming down. I think at some point this has to expire, right? So April, we will have to roll over to the next contract for charting. Cotton, disappointment all over the place. And the green bottom band is the last potential support. If it does hold, we see a rally, okay? And of course, the green one now looks like a bear flag. Even though we see a bounce, the slope of it would look like a bear flag. So there is that. Okay, let's have a look at coins now. I'm going to talk about what happens to this short-term red support on Bitcoin. Okay, so this red support is holding the red since the break of that. I mentioned about the 69,000 break. If it does break, I said we'll come back to 62. That's a 10% drop. I mean, that was a good call. That red bottom band is holding, okay, with 3 touches on that red bottom band and the golden resistance holding, okay. So if it breaks the green resistance without breaking the red, we may still see another rally, at least to the 70,000 level. So we got to be careful with the upside. But if it breaks the red bottom band, okay, even though it's like the golden channel is a little bull flag actually. But if it breaks the red bottom band, anything below 61,400, then the black bottom band is going to be the next potential major support at 59,700 or so. So this black top band is very critical, very critical. This here is a bull flag. Ethereum, I think it wants to revisit that red bottom band before it rallies. And the red bottom band is a major potential support. Okay, this is a very large bull flag formation. Zcash, no real hope, nothing really. It has to, so I can even try to show you a kind of a bull flag here, the blue one, right? That one. That blue channel has to be broken to the upside for a rally. So it has to get to 26 and start a rally. Dogecoin has to move. I mean, if it touches the green bottom band, then we will have more upside. But so far, no real action like that. The red top band, the golden bottom band is broken. ACH, It had backtested the red, so I think it has to push. And the Cardano, the blue, if the red one holds, we rally to higher prices. APT, really bad. ATA, bad. No real action. Audio, not good. It's still very bearish inside the red. AWAX failed to really push. Do we have a support? I don't think we do. I think it also, yeah, moved beyond that as well. So that green one would be a nice support zone, but it actually hasn't really recognized it as a support zone. You can see here, that's not good for AWAX. BMEX may be looking good because that red top band, if it can be broken, then BMEX is going to rally. Chili's has to break 16 cents. CKB has to bounce and rally. Coty is still at the back. I think Coty has a really big potential if this green and golden support zone holds, and I think they are still holding. So this is one of those that can tell us, that can give us a huge. Once Bitcoin turns green, Coty will be one of those big ones. DYX is off the green and golden. I think the golden top band would be the next target if everything turns green. FTM, yeah, it's still on the black and red double support. Hive, really bad, very bad. It has no intention of moving to that green top band. That break off the bull flag has completely failed. Excuse me. Jasmine may want to visit that green bottom band before it rallies. Cass, yeah, no real hope here. Chainlink, disappointed. And does it want to come all the way to the green for a backtest? That's the question. When it broke out, I thought it will backtest and then run, but now it's coming. Maybe it will want to, yeah, around 760. That would be a nice level to buy, actually. And Litecoin, it's still above that red support, so there is still hope for it. Mana, no, doesn't look good. Wants to backtest the green, I think. And Matic, horrible. It's testing. There's still hope for Matic because of the blue major support. And do we have a bull flag? Very sloppy on the bottom band, but maybe. OM is still trying to stay inside the green uptrend, but it really has to start to push as soon as possible. This is PAL. Blue support is holding, and but of course, failure of the golden and red, or the red bull flag may be forming here. Pepe again, also like coming down. Maybe it wants to backtest the green, but inside the blue bull flag, there is still hope for Pepe. And PYR is backtesting the golden and blue supports, that double support. But it really has to push and break out of the red bull flag for me to buy PYR, because this is a really, really strong support that is fighting for his life, really. And Render has backtested the green support, and so far no real rally. And of course, the break of that golden, I may even argue, look, there is also another option for this golden channel, which may include the latest low on the... No, actually, no, it doesn't. I'm wrong on that. So I think it is this one. Yeah, this golden channel was broken. Okay, and it's even back tested. So this is not good. Only the green support is holding it here. RSR is coming down for a backtest on the green, and then from there we rally probably. Sandbox, those green, no real push. Solana, Shiba, no, that blue bull flag has to form first and then rally. And Solana is coming probably down to test that black support one more time. With theta off the red bottom band, I think there's going to be a more upside. Tezos at the red bottom band, but so far no real push. All right, guys, I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.